Hello friends and Wolfpack members, and welcome back to the channel. Now, we all want that most epic of space sims, one where we can explore billions upon billions of star systems, multiple galaxies, get out of our ships and walk around, discover life and interact with our fellow players, and all with top-of-the-line graphics. But the technology has not really existed until now, and even then that is somewhat debatable. One of our future hopes for this genre of Star Citizen has actually come under fire recently with some rather serious accusations. Now, I shall state right now that as of yet, all these accusations, as far as I know, are somewhat unsubstantiated. I do not know all of the facts here, but I will be coming back to cover this more as this develops. Now, what are these allegations, I hear you cry, as the Star Citizen zealots sharpen their collective pitchforks and start eyeing me with distrust? Well, according to, as far as I'm unaware currently, unconfirmed reports, Cloud Imperium Games, the company headed by Chris Roberts and those responsible for the development of Star Citizen, are facing financial difficulties. Now, I'd just like to put in a little bit of a comparison here. Basically, Roberts has had to start from scratch, developing not only Star Citizen the game, but also the company to which it's actually being developed with. But with nearly $90 million of crowdfunding, we don't really have a lot to show for the years of effort been put into it so far. I mean, to date, we have a first-person shooter module. I think that's the first level, maybe, I'm not 100% certain there. Dogfighting module, a social module, and a hangar module. And that's pretty much about it. Now, in contrast, we have Frontier, who have developed Elite Dangerous. Basically, they had received $1.5 million from crowdfunding, and their game has currently actually been released and is being added to on a season-by-season basis. But like I said, Roberts had to start from scratch, and Frontier was an already established company that was already working on Elite Dangerous as somewhat of a skunk project. And basically used Kickstarter as a way to gauge whether or not there was a demand for the game. So that was pretty much already underway. So as you can see, Star Citizen started off with a little bit of a handicap, but I don't think that it was that much of a handicap, especially with this much crowdfunding. Right, so according to several former employees and industry veterans, the reason Star Citizen is so popular is because that it's never been done, and they continue to say is the reason it has never been done is that it cannot be done. At least not with $90 million. Now, make of that what you will. I can't really attest to the accuracy of this statement because I am not I am not an industry veteran, so make of that what you will. And as with everything here, do take this with a grain of salt. Now, saying that, I have always found it a little bit, not exactly unscrupulous, but not exactly suspect, but I've really not liked the way Robert Space Industries has been funding their game. I never really liked the idea that they were selling just the very concept ideas of ships to help fund the game. Now, I would have had no problem if these ships were post-release DLC, but selling them before the game was even finished, I just couldn't get on board with that personally. And there's basically been what is claimed to be a detailed statement that suggests that Chris Roberts and his wife actually bought their Pacific mansion using company funds, and that there's only $8 million left remaining for the rest of the project. Another source suggests that Roberts is being overly ambitious and succumbing to feature creep, pointing to the hiring of a linguist to create 3 alien languages just as one of these examples. They also say that I think there will be a game, but it will be a shell of what was promised. Now, to me, from what I'm hearing from this, it does sound as though Chris Roberts is tearing apart his own ship to build himself a better cabin, only to realise that the ship is now sinking and actually actually trying to sell even more ideas of ships to try and patch up the hull. Now, as I've said, this is not completely substantiated. We don't know if this is completely true, but this is just what it sounds like to me. Now, I've always thought that Star Citizen was a little bit overambitious in trying to get everything out in one go. And I've always found that Frontier's seasonal development to be a bit more of an achievable and sustainable model of development. But what do you guys think? Do you think that Star Citizen's project was overambitious? Do you think that Frontier are being a little bit overcautious? I mean, let me know down in the comments what you guys think. But as it stands, in my eyes, unless if this is all true, and unless Roberts actually manages to pull a miracle out of what I can only expect to be his now gold-plated ass, we're not going to see Star Citizen in any substantial form for at least the next few years. So, are we ever going to get Star Citizen as a full game, or is it destined to forever be a collection of tech demos and shattered dreams? Some ex and apparently some current employees are saying that the Star Citizen project was a fraud and that it was never going to be delivered. But what do you guys think? I personally hope that this really isn't true, because I really want to end up with a Star Citizen as advertised and promised, because we need more amazing space sims to help fill out this awesome genre and to help drive competition between them. Because without competition, there's nothing going to be pushing these games to become even better. But like I said, what do you guys think? I really do hope that this is all complete and utter bullshit. I do hope that this is just some kind of unsubstantiated attack on Roberts Space Industries and Chris Roberts. But if it's true, then I am really not looking forward to the future of the project. But I really do want to play this game. I have stated previously that I do want to play this, but I won't jump on board until it's at least in a playable state, until it's at least in early access beta. But as yet, I'm really not going to be jumping on board. And with these accusations floating around, I am very hesitant to jump on now. But anyway, guys, that's pretty much enough for this video now. I do hope that this has given you some food for thought. Let me know down in the comments what you think of this topic. Do you think it's bullshit? Do you think it's substantiated? What do you think of the development models of both of these games, of Elite Dangerous and Star Citizen? Let me know down in the comments. And if you have found this video interesting, please do hit that like button. It really does help my channel out. And if you haven't already, come and join the Wolf Pack by hitting that big subscribe button. You will get notifications from whenever I release new videos. And remember, Commanders, until next time, keep flying and stay shiny.